Yo, what up? What up? Two people I'm going to talk about today: Rio Ferdinand and John Obi Mikel. What do both of them have in common? Both of them criticize either their player, have criticized either a player. Obi Mikel criticized Jackson, or a manager. Rio Ferdinand was questioning Ten Hag. Both of them did similar things, but in a way, in my understanding, I feel one is right, one is wrong. John Obi Mikel, he is very right to criticize Jackson. He is very right to criticize Jackson, mainly because one, he's a player. He was a player. He's also a Chelsea player. He knows the standards that are supposed to be there at Chelsea. And to be honest, he's a very accomplished player. Because I do understand why he criticizes Jackson, because he's been missing a lot. It's not that he hates him, but he feels as if he could do better, because that's Chelsea Football Club. Jordan Obi Mikel was there when Chelsea was at its highest. So now he doesn't want the standard of quality to drop. So that's why I criticize Jackson. I do feel Jackson shouldn't have, gone back at John Obi Mikel. He should have just proved it on the pitch. Because, yes, we know that they're players, but we have to criticize them. Those guys are getting paid tons of money per week. So as the player, criticizing another player, I have no problem with that. John Obi Mikel did have a point. Jackson really does need to step his boots up. But I think you grab himself more goals because he did score at Wolves. Then now let's go over to Rio Ferdinand. He criticized the coach for selling McTominay. Yes, he fits the criteria. Former United player, was there at the peak when United was, winning everything. But I do feel he made it. Okay. I understand he's frustrated that McTominay has left for Napoli, but at the end of the day, that's the manager's decision. I feel like it's wrong for him to criticize the manager because he's never been a manager before. Yes, he is a pundit. He's a former player, was one of the best centre-backs, but he's not a manager. And then again, if there's one thing in football you have to do, you have to respect the manager's decision. Because at the end of the day, he's the one that's going to be blamed if everything goes wrong. Because if there's one thing I've noticed about very good managers, they're the ones that make those tough decisions. You may not like it, but you just respect it. Pep Guardiola, when he came to Man City, do you know who was starting in the goalkeeping position? Joe Hart. He got rid of him. Remember the Champions League final? Courtois got injured, and then who was in the post for I don't know, but for most of the knockout stages, Lunin was the one in goal. And then when it was time for the Champions League final, who started? Thibaut Courtois. Was it fair? No, but it was the manager's decision. That's what every manager has to do. He has to make those harsh decisions. Cristiano Ronaldo was at United. Ten Hag came. You know what he did? Showed him the back door. We didn't like that decision, but at the end of the day, we just learned to respect it because it's the manager. Because I get he did that to make more space for younger players and, more squad fluidity. But as a manager, there's a different dynamic compared to when you're a player. So I do feel Rio Ferdinand shouldn't have gone so hard on Ten Hag. Because it would be better for me to see McTominay play at another club than just to see him on the bench doing nothing. Like the situation we had with Donny van de Beek. Otherwise, let's criticize the players more rather than we criticize the manager. I think football will be in a much better place.